Hi there, it's Jen, and it's Friday, December 15th. I can't believe it's halfway through December and only 10 days left till Christmas. Not that you probably need a reminder on that. Anyways, I'm here live today to make a card with you, not a Christmas card, but I do have a little Christmas project I want to show you at the very end, something that I did on recent TikTok, so stick around for the end of the video for that. But what I like to do on these Fridays videos first is to do a draw for the project that I made the week before. So let me just bring that up here so you can see it. So I made this cute little album, and it's got little envelopes in it, and there was another version I had as well. So I do a draw for anyone who commented, liked, or shared the video, and your name goes automatically into this draw that I have. And hold on a second. Whoops. There we go. Hopefully that works. And you can see that. Let me just double check here. Yes, it looks like you can see it. Okay, so as long as you're Canadian and not a demonstrator, you can win this. So let me just start the draw here. And Nancy Goldie, yes, you qualify for that. So Nancy, I'm going to send this in the mail to you. And then you can put in there whatever you want for Christmas 2023, some pictures or some recipes or whatever you like. So congratulations, Nancy. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just jump right to the craft desk and just double check comments. Last time when I saw no comments, I knew there was something wrong because usually you guys are there with me. It's only 3:02 though, so I may have just jumped the gun a little bit on showing up. So if you're there, please let me know. It always helps me to know with your comments that things are all looking okay. All right, so I want to jump right to the crafting today. I've got a quick and cute little project, and like I said, at the end I have something else I want to show you. So I'm going to use one of my very favorite stamp sets from the annual catalog, the Stampin' Up annual catalog, and it's called Inked and Tiled, and it is beautiful. I just love the line art on this. It's got some really pretty elements and some nice sayings as well. And there are punches that go with it. I have one here and the other one right here. So if you get this as a bundle, this is called the Inked and Tiled Punch Pack, and it comes with these two cool looking punches. So let me just, I'm going to pull this one out. And I want to just pull this in for a quick second. This is a collaboration that I do with my group called Crafting Across Borders. And what we're doing is each month we're spotlighting a product. And this month it is the Inked and Tiled bundle. So when you order this, you automatically get this. It's a 14-page document, and it's got all these different ideas, 3 different ideas for some cool cards using this bundle. So it's just a bonus you get. Okay, so hello, Estelle. Estelle, actually, I just want, now that I've got you here live, I will just say thank you very much for the lovely Christmas card you sent me. I just opened it. So thank you for that. It was beautiful. You know what? Here, let me just show it. I have it right on my desk. Look how cute this is. This just got the little gnome set. There's a little bunny and some trees. And yeah, it's just got some stamping on the inside. So cute. I just got it. I love it, Estelle. Thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. Okay, so I'm going to start here with a piece of fresh freesia, which I've cut in half. It was an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. Cut in half at 5.5 forms a beautiful card base. So I'm just going to put that aside. Put all these guys aside for a second. And I've got here a piece of cardstock. It would be white. Sorry, my cat just jumped down. And I've got here some blends markers. I've got Bubble Bath and Fresh Freesia. And my cat's just going to scratch at the door until I let her out. So let me do that. She was fine until I started the live, of course. There's always a pet in my house that's being disruptive. Estelle says you're welcome. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to start here with the light Bubble Bath. And I'm going to very gently just add some color with this blends marker. Notice I'm using the blends marker on its side so that it doesn't wreck the tip. Okay, and then I'm going to move to the darker Bubble Bath blends marker, and I'm just going to pull that color up some more like this. And then before all that's dry, I'm going to go back because you can see a line a pretty harsh line actually between the two colors. So I'm going to take my light color again and just come in here where the lines meet and just blend a little bit. And that's the beauty of these markers, is the ability to blend that. So it's a little less harsh of a line now. And then I'm going to jump to the light fresh freesia, and I'm going to do the same thing, just up like this, just making sure it's nice and cemented. And then I'm going to come in with that dark bubble bath, and I'm going to do the same thing, just blend over that middle section so it's more of a transition. And then I'm going to do the same thing for the dark fresh freesia at the very top here. It's quite a bit darker. Okay, and then again with the light fresh freesia. I'll hold this up in a second so you can see it. I'm just going to go all the way down here. So I want this really to be more blended than it's looking. My sample is more blended. But of course, every time you do this, it's going to look different. It's just the way it goes. Actually, I think I did that with the wrong color, but that's okay. As long as I have a gradation of color, that's really all I care about. I'm using the light here to finish it off. So it also dries just a little bit lighter as it dries. So it's going to look one way now. It's going to look another way when it's finished. So I'm going to give that a few minutes to kind of dry. And of course, you could do this with any colors. These are two different colors, but because there's a light and a dark from Stampin' Up, you get sort of 4 colors, which is kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to take the Blackberry Bliss, and I'm going to take this little scrap of Bubble Bath. And I've got stamp here. Here we go. Thank you. I'm just going to stamp it there. And actually, I'll leave that open because I need it in a minute. So I'm going to use this one. Nice star one. Now, when you push your punch in like that, it doesn't go over as far as you want because I want that to be more centered. All you have to do is just trim off a little bit here just so I can get my punch in more. And this is just a scrap paper, so I don't care. I got a piece of dimensional on something, so it wasn't good for much other than punching. So I'm going to do that. So that's a cute little tag that's going to be on there. And I'm going to put this other stuff together. I'm just kind of waiting for that to dry for a few minutes. With alcohol ink, it does dry in a few minutes. Now, I see here that I only have one tape, and it's because I've got crafting buckets all over my office with different stamps projects in them, like Christmas cards and things. And this tape is just about to run out. So let me just see how far we get before I need to go grab another one. So I'm going to put the tape there. Normally I have a refill right here, but I think I've used them all. So these colors are Fresh Freesia, Blackberry Bliss, and Bubble Bath. And they're all so pretty together. Check that out. Love those colors together. Okay, so let me go ahead here. Hi, St. Anna. How are you today? And I'm going to, now I'm going to ink this up with Fresh Freesia. And now this is a stamp that's larger than the ink pad, so I like to do it the opposite way. So the ink pad on top of the stamp instead, and I leave that stamp flat so that it will, the ink will go across it evenly and not get the edges. And now I'm pressing down firmly. Okay, so there we go. So that's pretty just as it is. But I'm going to add another thing to it. I'm going to ink it up now with Blackberry Bliss. And I am going to try to line this up, but I won't be able to because it is rubber and it's just not going to be perfect. So I'm going to try to line it up, and I know it's not going to be perfect, and that's good because I want it just like that, a little bit offset. So hope you can see that. So it gives it almost like a shadow effect. And every time you do this, it's going to look different. You might get closer sometimes. You might get more on the right sometimes. I actually really like how this one turned out. I'll show you my other one after too. Even my coloring is darker on here. Now it might be because it's not completely dry, but and I'm just closing these ink pads because otherwise I put my hands on them and make a mess. Oh dear, and I can see I've got a tiny, tiny bit of ink on the side. So here's a fix that I do because I've caught this before I put it on here. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this piece just a little bit, and I'll trim it on all sides so it's even. So I'm like literally 1/8 of an inch maybe. So then I'll trim it a little bit. Let's go from the bottom. So barely noticeable, but enough to make it even. So it's still going to fit on here nicely, but you're not going to see that boo-boo. Okay, so let's see if my tape will last us here. Oh, I see what happens. See, drag my paper through the ink pad. That's why there was some ink on there. See, I'm a messy stamper. But in all fairness to myself, I am working in a very small spot. So that happens. Usually spread out a little bit more than I do on my lives. Okay, so that's all nice and evenly placed. Very pretty. Love the colors. Nice and vibrant. This could be any kind of a card, right? A thank you, a birthday, even a get well. This would cheer somebody up, I think. So I'm going to just add a couple dimensionals on the back here and peel those off. Anna says pretty shades. Yeah, these are really pretty. So I'm going to lay that right there. Okay, and now we're going to add some bling. So these are one of my favorite gems. You can see I bought a few packages here. They're called the Tinsel Gems, the 3-pack Tinsel Gems. And it's probably because they have a couple of my favorite colors. This is Lost Lagoon, Fresh Freesia, and Misty Moonlight. And so I'm going to use the Fresh Freesia ones. And I'm going to start by putting one right there because it looks like it needs a gem there. I see on my original, the gem has fallen, and I only did one on my original. I got to fix this one for a quick second. Oh no, I see them. I see them now. It's actually fallen off. So I'm going to grab another one. There's no glue on it, I guess. I see where I put the other gems. How clever. I'm going to take a small one and I'm going to do the exact same thing because I think it's really clever. It's going to be a little hard to see on camera, but in person, there's a really nice shimmer right there where that gem is. So I use a small one and I use a big one right where that flower meets the other one. So look how pretty that is. Simple and pretty. You could, again, change the colors to be whatever you want. Pretty blues would be nice too, or maybe a yellow. And then you could change this. It could be a dark blue or even a black would work. But I really kind of love these shades. They're very pretty. So my original is pretty much the same. It's just lighter and I've gone out a little bit wider. So I think maybe I didn't go back and forth over the color like I did on this one. But they're still both very stunning, I think. Okay, so let me just remind you again about that ink and tiled bonus that I have going on. When you order that bundle from me this month, then you're going to get this extra 14-page document with a couple different projects on it. And I have one more thing I want to show you. I think I'm going to show it to you here, and then I'll show it to you in front of my face as well, because it's hard to see on the camera just like this. This was a little TikTok video I made on how to do one of these little card organizers. And it's made out of a Pringles can. It's super cute. So let me actually hold it up this way. Hold on a second. Hi, June. Thanks for joining us. So here, let me just, yeah. So it's a Pringles can. And I've added paper and then ribbons. And then you just slip your cards into here. And it's super cute way to hold all your Christmas cards. And it doesn't take up a whole huge footprint. And then you can add double cards on each string if you want, or you can add extra strings. It's just a really cute little design. So that's that's on TikTok. I have a channel on TikTok there. So, okay, guys. So that is all I have for you today. A short video today, actually. But I know it's a busy time of year. We all have stuff to do, right? A long list of things to do. So I'll let you go to take care of those things. But I hope you can find some time to get a little bit of crafting in and get. I find that's my therapy is my crafting. So I hope that is for you as well. And I'll be doing a draw next week for the card that I just made. All you have to do is comment, like, and share, and I'll be in the draw. In fact, the way Christmas works this year, I'm not going to have any breaks on the lives because, not that I want to break, I'm just letting you know that I will continue to be here every Friday because of the way the timing works out. So thank you so much again for joining me, and I'll see you all again next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.